Yes, we are already in the games. Empozi tusanyusa obbala nyabo osindana olwaleero kuli wano KIRO Star awulidde tegeeza omulala ategeeze munne ne munne nti kasita okula ekyokunywa kyonna kyoyagala ogenda kulaba abazannyi Uganda balina abasinga nga basindana paka kusaawa nga mukaaga ogw'ekiro balaba tuula singayo kubeera omulungi abazannyi abasinga bonna kati bali mu nnyumba tutandise teri kuwummuzaamu n'abasindazanya fayiro tujja kulaba yereko ne bamusaayi muto babiri kubasinga mu ggwanga nga nabo bavuganya ajja kubeera asiku ne hapati naye nga tonamenti gyebulabirimu abazannyi 16 yakusirisizaawo bwe bakubatatta tuzannya asooka ku goolo 7 agenda okuziwangula agenda kufuna akakadde kamu beddu ebirabo byabazannyi bana abakulembera bwe bema agenda kubaawo n'ensimbi omuzannyo oguli ku mmeeza ya waggulu ye Bob Katenga azanya ne Ivan Kanyesije ayinza okuba nga mu bazannyi abatawulira ayinza okuba yasinga mu nsi yonna nze beete mundowooza oli 63 emmeeza ejjejja okuyita center table ye Simon Lubulwa ne Moses Omara wali 63 Ivan yazina wano emu 0 Simon yalina egooli yes nimerenga wetu nituwagira wetu nga wetulya nga ne MC wetu mufuwayo sente mwebali Omara very good afternoon, pool lovers. Now it is a very sunny afternoon. It is Saturday, 8th of November 2025. We are in the country of Uganda, city of Kampala, trading center of Lubaga. Opposite Total Fuel Station is a venue that is called KIRO Star, which is going to be the toast of Ugandan and I believe African pool tonight. We are having a 16-man comp on the invitational basis, 16 players. Pretty good. Only one player was invited as a wild card. This match is between Moses Omara donning light green and Simon Lubulwa donning white. For all the matches in the first round, the race will be 7. 2 frames have been played and scores are currently tying at 1 apiece. If my memory serves me right, last time out that these two players faced off in a competition was in a country away from where we are in Kenya, one of the biggest competitions that have ever happened on African soil, the Timbuktu International Carnival in Eldoret, the comp that was won by Zimbabwe's Eshka Chimbwanda. These two faced off in the second round with Moses Omara coming out victorious. Another match is happening on Break and Finish Live Facebook between Bob Katerega, the wild card in the competition, and he has lost now to Ivan Kanyesije by 7 frames to 3. More action will be happening on that same table. We are going to be having commentaries for now partially on YouTube, sometimes on Facebook. Score is 1-1 between Computer and Moses Omara. Then coming up next will be Ibrahim Sejemba and Lawrence Sengonge. wange naawe kuliemu abyo byozenya tebinkuba nnyo okukuba ng'emyezi ebiri nga biva ku mmeeza okube ng'osooka onkubanga wano wendi nga sinaana So guys, please keep your bundles loaded. You may also have to keep your power bank as close as possible to yourself, especially if you're watching from a mobile phone. Also guys, for the fact that it is daytime and the camera is facing right in front of the source of light, you may have to adjust the light of your phone to maximum such that your video is not compromised by the source of light, that is the sun. That is why perhaps the camera is a little bit more elevated than usual. The computer is snookered. And not only is he snookered, his trouble has increased because he's 3 frames to 1 down, and yet he's on the verge of losing a fourth the way Moses Omara has been playing, clearly better, having fewer unforced errors besides frame number 1, which he lost. You would count on him to finish this ongoing frame. He's one of those near men of Ugandan pool, Moses Omara. He has a very good stroke, has very good game reading, can really play them good shots, but has been in poor form this year. He has only won 1 comp. I do remember streaming it about 4 months ago. A weekly comp it was. I remember him defeating Dog City in the final. There have been times where he has shaken the royal table of Ugandan pool. The 2023 National Open Grand Finale, he reached the round of last 32 by defeating one of the tournament favorites, Ibra Sejemba, in the round of last 64. He actually defeated Ibra the second comp that they faced off later in the year. And the last time out in the national finals last year, he was in the quarterfinals. He is now ranked 12th by the Pula Station of Uganda, very decent 12th position. But he is not playing as good as a 12th ranked player, especially when he was not included among the 12 players that were invited for selection trials for the national team when they prepared for the Ultimate Pool Championships that ended 3 weeks ago in South Africa. The Ugandan team came second to South Africa out of the 11 participating teams that decided that was won by Thami Jabavu against Hazard Lokoma. Now Moses Omara is clearly winning a fourth here. He wants to play very little backspin, very little like that. There is a straight line between white, black, and corner pocket bottom left for him to pot the black and increase his lead. There he goes. Race to 7. Moses Omara 4 and Simon Lubulwa 1. Don Prince, thank you so much. You're asking if Ibra Sejemba is in the competition. Ibra is 1-0 down against Lawrence Sengonge Dangote. That match is live on Break and Finish Facebook. Frank Pro, thank you for watching. Top Seed Q Sports, Top Fish, thank you for watching. I'm having a money match. I'm going to tell you my victim shortly. Silver Oni, thank you for watching. You say you hope Caesar takes this one. You say luck hasn't been on his side in the few recent comps. All right, he's on the chat. He has not yet arrived at the venue. Also, what is providing is a sponsored match for the youngsters. That is Jackson Aseko and Herbert Mukisa. It's supposed to be coming as a curtain raiser before the finals. They should be racing to 7. And there is $60 for whoever wins, but they are not putting anything. That is between Herbert and Jackson Asiku. Both of them are yet to show up at the venue. Alfred Gimikiza Black Sheep is at the venue. Joseph Kasozi, Ibrahim Kayanja, Ian Kazibwe, Dog City as well at the venue. Also on the way should be Turija Jonah and Vanika Mansur Amos. Those are 3 players that have won the Uganda National Championships before, including the defending champion, but of late they have not been themselves in terms of results. Just as much as in terms of the result of this match, Simon hasn't been himself, unless he can do maybe exactly what he did against Hazard about 2 days ago. That money match that he played at Roxbury in Chiwanga, streamed on the same platform. Could be on the verge of winning frame number 6 and win it by Apple. Now needing to put the red towards the corner pocket top left. With a little bit of backspin, I believe all he needs is to have sight of the black, which will be playing, but with some kind of sharp cut. He has done exactly so. He just needed sight, and that is full sight. Have a right cut on the black, be on target, support it at the left bottom corner pocket. Also in the same shot, he has to ensure that white is safe. White is safe, black is in, frame is 1, computer 2, Omara 4.
ejimu ku mizannyo egigenda okuddako. Hazard hazo agenda kuzannya ne Ian. Black Sheep agenda kuzannya Caesar. Musiraamu agenda kuzannya Amos. Kasozi agenda kuzannya ne Dog City. Mansour agenda kuzannya ne Joker. Abo ababiri wakati waabwe balina emmotoka nnya. Kanga mu tournament yonna okutwalizaawo erimu ezo national championship 5 endala yeyashi ababiri balinako ennya. Omutesi Sebo Brian ultimate KIRO webale nnyo omulimu naye sinaba kulyamu simanyi oba nze emisa singa okuba owalaisi sibe kiri waliwo ennyama y'embuzi ey'ente era ey'ennyama ennyimpi simanyi bagambye teriiwe kino kigenze eri mwezi kulokutano waliwo $2,000 eza dola. Hazard versus Caesar. No condition, no head start. Wagenda kubeerawo ne $2,000,000 eza Uganda wakati wa Musiraamu ne Dog City. Sibe kiri machine. Naye nga buli Munnayuganda tegekawo munatera okulaba posita bigenda bitambula biyinza abakyala musasula emitwalo 7 okuzannya tournament nga wangula 1,000 olwa dola. Abaami tegeka emitwalo 10 awangula milioni za Uganda 10. Sawa yena mujja kulaba obubaka mu butongole. Tuyandiza ddala amapaya baffe abaki emeza zombi temujjanva okwo omutima ogwo ampa yali ku center table mukubati obadde musi. Tournament endala eri Arusha ku ntandikwa y'omwezi ogujja e Tanzania. Osobola okwetabamu nga kino osobola okwetabamu nga ttiimu. Tournament endala eri Zambia bwekisindooza meka 3 zennyini okuva n'olwaleero. Sente weeri yakugambye ate batundawo mbizi.
There have been 2 frames won by the competitor for the first time in the match. He has gotten to pull 2 back. He's also seemingly playing more confidently. He's more experienced. He has the bigger stature. He's way more accomplished. but he's still down. And he's taking on someone who knows how to beat him. But this one could be a third frame won by the computer. All in a row. Just that he has lost his cue ball. Maybe there was a little bit of game reading. It had to be very little power. And him having to play the cue ball into the red, and the cue ball had to stop at the point of contact with red, such that it could be natural for the yellow. Now he's in trouble. He could play yellow, off cushion and off red, and in. Still has more work to do because he had a little bit too much power, to the extent that he has opened up the black but has played it further away from the center pocket. I don't even know what he's trying to contemplate. Maybe a cut of the black to the corner pocket top right, but cue ball could be sunk in. Cue ball is safe and the black is in, and there we have the best shot of the match so far. No better way to equalize. The computer 4 and Moses Omara 4.
Empoza abagagga nga bali mu kirasha tekigana abazadde bakuba shoti ennungi ng'ezo n'okufuuwayo tekiri mu sitaani. Bwe nfunayo maneja nga yagamba buli amenya n'amalamu, nze bye bintu bye njagala okulabirako ddala ebyo. Commentator MC emirimu alina mingi gwekola gumu gwa umpire, ate umpire talina kutuula.
There's something that is so funny about these matches. Sometimes it just seems as though every player has their own spell while they win consecutive frame. This match between Moses is so far a match of two halves. The first 4 frames bigly dominant by Moses, the next 4 bigly dominant by the computer, who is on the verge of using one shot to win 3 frames in succession. In fact, it is 2 visits to win 4 frames in succession. There he comes on the black. There he comes for the clearance. There he comes for the lead. Computer 5 and Mose, as we call him, 4. With 4 frames to go, computer needs to win 2. Moses Omara 3. Most likely match coming up live could be the big duo between Turije Jonah Joker and Mansour Bwanika, the champ. Joseph Kasozi versus Rashid Wagaba are both at the venue. Very, very big matches, both bigger than both matches that are live so far. Our umpire is Sharon Mirembe herself, a player who is some kind of great in herself in terms of achievement as a female player, a 2-time winner of the All Africa Pool Championships in 2016 on home soil, as well as 2019 in Mpumalanga. She has also won 2 comps singly organized by the Police Station of Uganda, a former league winner and a former league top scorer ladies in 2016. Last time that I streamed a comp which won was early this year in the district of Fort Portal. Get Richard, you're asking where this game is. Opposite Total Fuel Station, Rubaga. Just in case you are in and around Kampala, opposite Total Fuel Station is KIRO Sports Center. Just for entry, you imagine just one USD, which also comes with a drink. That's why maybe the sport is so popular in this country. It's also cheap, not only to play, also to be a part of passively as a spectator. It's one of those times when someone turns on the style. That's exactly what the computer is doing. I just want to think he was a little bit fortunate with the cue ball being played into the red, because he had played too much spin and too much power. Maybe he got too much lucky for the fact that it has rested somewhere where he still has a choice of two yellows still portable. The one that is at the top end of the table, the one he's about to play, is the will be bad of them four left on the table. He must pot it and must not lose his cue ball first. He has to pot, the pot is on, cue ball bounces off this two cushions with a drag effect on it. That shot involves too much skill. It is absolutely difficult to have a cut that sharp. That means it's played with power and not have the cue ball move towards the bottom end of the table, and yet it's played with power. But for these guys, they just know how to make things happen. And how he's ensuring that cue ball avoids any contact with either of the reds. And now simply having to pot with very little power, again having a drag effect on the cue ball. This is poetry in motion from the computer. He's going to lead by 2 frames for the first time in the match. For the last 6 frames, he has won 5 in a row. Simon Lubulwa, the computer, 6, and Moses Omara Mose 4. Rest to 7.
Kampaya, omujozi wafunye dda.
Soko simbere. Oli musumbu. Ampa. Kati wagenda. Ngemu olina kubeera nga oli edobeta. Ampa zintu ala. In what's a match that is being played now at a top class level, there are 2 frames to go, both of which must be won by Moses Omara, the guy that has just spotted black, or else he drops out of the competition. And I know for the neutral, you will want Moses Omara to win the next frame, just such that the match ends in a decider. KIRO Star, the venue of this competition. For those who are watching, those who are in and around Kampala, for those that are watching live, because I know that the audio feed is still there after the live stream is done, is opposite Total Fuel Station in Lubaga in Kampala. Opposite Total Fuel Station. Entry is just, you buy a drink of your choice at $1 USD. Joseph Kasozi versus Dog City. Mansour versus Joker. You may advise me in the comment section which one of those 2 matches you will want on YouTube. Just that you are YouTubers. Then the other match shall be live on Facebook, because most likely they are both coming at the same time next. There was a miss by Moses, which was followed up by him getting to park his ball at the corner pocket top left. The only problem for him is that the table was open, and it is his opponent who is playing the would be better positioned reds in comparison to the yellows. Again, for the computer, he does not have the dream cue ball now. He with ease cannot put any of the 6 reds on the table. He has sight of 3. And none of them portable, at least in a normal shot. He could try out bank, play the red off the cushion on the right, try to put it to the center pocket on the left, which if he does, he will have a chance of going for the frame with the current piece of the table, goes for the opposite bank and misses the target. On the left, which if he does, he will have it. At the table on which the action is Super League brand, originally from the United Kingdom. They are really good players, most especially if you love offensive pole. It's a little easier to, for instance, spot by rail drive. Still tight for Moses Omara. He's on the yellows. Not good looking in terms of their positions. That's why his intention was to play yellow by bank, try and play it, perhaps pack it to the corner pocket, pack it at the corner pocket bottom left, which he hasn't exactly gotten right. Also no ease with which computer has to play and try and put. Nonetheless, he has potted. There could be provided an opening if you can put the red is looking at. Try and play the cue ball into the dead red that is touching a yellow. Exactly does so, but not fortunate. There was a double tap between cue ball and red to the effect that the cue ball remained perhaps in the same exact position it were in before the shot. Now with this cut between yellow, between white and red, he may play the same exact shot, play pot, but play the cue ball into the dead red, just like that. Again, he doesn't exactly have the cue ball where he needs it, and this one gets him even in more trouble. As a recovery, he may have to play the red is looking at off cushion, and off yellow, use it to occupy that same corner pocket off cushion, but not off yellow. At least he packs the ball. It had to be off the cushion and off the yellow. Most likely he could even have potted, and Moses Omara fouls. There was a miscue. He perhaps forgot to choke the tip of his cue stick. It is a free shot he's giving away, and it could very easily be the last shot that he has played, not just in this match, but also in the competition. He could be the second player to exit the tournament entirely after Bob Katerega. The free shot for the computer, I will not say has been that effective. Moses Omara has been made to toil here, but at least he has been granted a chance to play. Call it half a chance. He will probably not pot, but he won't want to give to the cue ball away. I want to believe he has played well enough by playing two yellows now, close to computer's reds, in the same shot, snookering computer almost entirely. You would fancy that computer will be finding the red, but off the cushion, top cushion, and most likely will be potting because it has support over another red, and it is as well potable direct. He pots off cushion, he doesn't pot. That's even more effective for him. His intention was to play off cushion. The cue ball cuts off the red and gets it played into the yellow to open up for the second red to be potted. He can mean to be that adventurous sometime. Moses Omara this time gets what you'll call a total snooker. Computer probably will want a mass shot, carve the cue ball round three yellows, try and find the red. It is very difficult, but he will try. Very good cueing. I believe the shot is legal and effective for the fact that he hasn't potted. It will do. The umpire rules legal shot. Moses Omara wants video replay. Mine is just to show you the video. Now up to the umpire, being asked by Moses Omara to have a second look at the shot, the same video that you are watching on someone's laptop. There has been agreement between Moses and the umpire that Simon's shot was indeed legal. But still, Moses Omara snookers. His prayer is that Simon fouls somehow. He'll want to play something similar, have the cue ball played the top end of the table. This time looks like a foul. Again, the shot is legal. Again, Moses doesn't have a free shot. Again, he has a few dead balls on the table. Not dead, but not portable with any kind of ease. This time he probably will want to go for the frame and fouls probably for one last time, for their last time in the match. More likely than not, you don't see computer letting Moses back on the table. For a free shot, he'll be playing one red into another. Should be done and dusted this one. Should be Moses Omara exiting the competition in the first round. Should be Simon becoming the second player into the quarterfinals. He will await most likely the winner between Mansour and Joker for his quarterfinal opponent. Otherwise, for now, he's putting black to the right center pocket for him to confirm his victory, and there it comes. There he puts, there he wins, there he qualifies. Final score: Simon 7 and Moses Omara 5.